What's going on? This is your man John Fortune, your host of the Frustrated Fan Sports Show, and today I'm going to talk about it's a conversation that we need to have, and we need to have it due to the fact of, it has more to do with the Washington Wizards in the grand scheme of things, but we got to have this conversation because I've heard so many people get excited about Cooper Flagg, and they love Cooper Flagg, and they want Cooper Flagg, and Cooper Flagg, Cooper Flagg, Cooper Flagg. And to be quite honest, I feel that I've seen this before. I feel that I've seen the Cooper Flagg thing before. And that example is Christian Laettner. Like, I know a lot of people may sit up here and be like, "Oh, John, no. Look back at the team Christian Laettner had, and then focus on the team that Cooper Flagg currently has." Like, the teams are actually identical in the sense that there are other guys that can actually score points, and score points in droves. Because when you think about like Christian Laettner, he was like the number one guy. He's the guy leading Duke, and everything that you hear people saying about Cooper Flagg is exactly the same stuff they were saying about Christian Laettner. And when I say exactly, I'm talking about almost identical. And not only that, it's actually the exact same reporters that are saying it. The same ones that were talking about Christian Laettner back then are the exact same ones talking about Cooper Flagg right now. Exact same ones. And my concern is that Cooper Flagg may not be what people want him to be when he gets to the NBA. He may be a guy that people kind of thought was going to be special and end up not being as special as they wanted him to be. Because again, we saw in this same exact team, Duke, Christian Laettner, Duke. And then you forget about the guys that was built around him. When you think about Christian Laettner, you're talking about Grant Hill, Bobby Hurley, Brian Davis, and what was the other guy? Antonio Hill or Antonio Davis, one of those last names. But those guys were guys that could take over a game and take over a game big time. Not to mention the guys who were coming off the bench in like Cherokee Parks and Antonio Lang. They actually had players that were really good around Christian Laettner. And Christian Laettner was given all his credit. Now, was he scoring a lot? Yes. But the offense kind of was focused in on him. And when he went to the NBA, he wasn't quite the player that he was in college. And I'm feeling and I'm seeing, even as the tournament is going on, that might be the case for Cooper Flagg as well. Cooper Flagg may be in a situation where he seems more special, but they're not paying attention to the team around him. Like Keion Nupel, like he's a very good player. What's the other guy? Isaiah Evans, who I think comes off the bench. Does he come off the bench? But either way, he's a guy that could take over a game. Oh my God, how you say his name? Mupel. He's another one that sits up there and gets points. So again, there's a lot of players around Cooper Flagg that I think they get missed, and at the same time, because they're missed, because everybody's so zoned in on Cooper Flagg, you're not understanding that Cooper Flagg may just be a team guy. he may not be a guy that you can build a franchise around. Remember, Christian Laettner ain't the only guy. Remember Chet Holmgren? Like, everybody was so caught up on Chet Holmgren, and who's Oklahoma's top guy? Yeah, Shea. Shea is their top guy. And Chet isn't that. And the same thing is now applying to Cooper Flagg. Cooper Flagg, he seems okay, but nobody's paying attention to the guys that are around him that are scoring points and putting a bucket in the hole as well. Nobody's paying attention to that. Everybody's missing that. Everybody's praising Cooper Flagg. Everybody's talking about Cooper Flagg. Everybody wants Cooper Flagg to be the first round pick. All this type of stuff. But yet nobody's focused on the guys around him. Nobody's paying attention to how much he gets open because everybody's trying to defend other guys on the team. And that's not an easy thing to do. When you really think about some of the guys that he's playing with, I mean, there are guys that you just can't imagine. If they weren't there, I don't think Cooper Flagg is that good. What's the other? Proctor. Tyrese Proctor. I mean, the boy goes out there and all he does is score. All he does is score. And again, when you miss those particular players, you end up in a situation where you might think that a guy is more phenomenal than he actually is. And I'm one of those people that I'm looking at it from a standpoint. When I watch Cooper Flagg play, he's not that impressive to me. Like, in all honesty, he's not as impressive as people want him to be. And that concerns me some. That concerns me not some, that concerns me a lot. Especially when there's a chance that the Washington Wizards could end up getting the first round pick. If the lottery offices want that to happen, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if the first round pick might go to the Dallas Mavericks because of the Luka trade. Because we seen and how the NBA will sit up there and, you know, maneuver situations to make it better. And right now, currently, with Luka being traded from Dallas, the only way that Dallas is going to make any sense or the fans are going to be any type of happy, Cooper Flagg is going to have to be. So I'll say this. I predict that the Dallas Mavericks will win the draft lottery. I'm just saying that, but let's just say they don't. Let's say by chance the NBA actually lets the balls fall the way they're supposed to fall, and Washington wins the #1 overall pick. I will say this, and this may be a proposal that people might find crazy, people might find insane. But if Luka Doncic can be traded, I think any and everybody is on the chopping block. With that being said, if the Washington Wizards get the #1 overall pick, I would suggest trading the pick to the Charlotte Hornets along with Jordan Poole and see who else they would take to pry LaMelo Ball from the Charlotte Hornets. Yes, I said that. Yes, I'm saying that. Yes, that's what I want to do. Washington Wizards get the #1 overall pick. I want them to take that pick, trade it to the Charlotte Hornets so they can go ahead and get Cooper Flagg or whatever, package Jordan Poole in that deal. Hopefully you will only have to package Jordan Peele, because you could do Jordan Peele and the first round pick and get LaMelo Ball in return. The reason I want LaMelo Ball is because I think LaMelo Ball fits our young core. Our young core and LaMelo Ball would be dangerous. And not only would they be dangerous, they will be the right type of dangerous that you can have for a long time. Because you're talking about putting LaMelo Ball with Sar, George, and actually being able to possibly have Bud Carrington play the 2. So you do LaMelo Ball at the 1, Carrington at the 2, Koulibaly at the 4, George at the 3, and then Sar in the middle. You might have the best young team, defensive and offensive. Even though LaMelo Ball doesn't play defense that much, but Bud's defense would help with that, and you could do some stuff with all them on the floor at the same time. Then you're talking about the length, the arm length that all of them have. Like, you don't necessarily need a banger down low or anything like that, because you would be so scared with the arm lengths of the backcourt. Of the front court. So that's what I think should happen. I understand that a lot of people like Cooper Flagg. I understand that people would want Cooper Flagg. But if it's me, and this is just me, I'm looking at it from a standpoint of, I like our young core. I love our young core. But if we can get something that's a game changer in a LaMelo Ball, then yes, package the first round pick and Jordan Poole, send it to the Charlotte Hornets, and get back LaMelo Ball. That's how I feel about Cooper Flagg. That's what I think that the Wizards should do if they do have that moment to trade. If they get that first round pick, even though I'm predicting it, I think Dallas will get it. But either way, that's what I hope happens. Y'all tell me what y'all think. How do y'all feel about my proposal? How do y'all feel about my trade proposal? How do y'all feel about Cooper Flagg? How do y'all feel about my analysis of Cooper Flagg basically being a clone of Christian Laettner, and everybody's not paying attention to all the players that's around Cooper Flagg that are just as good, that is making him look better? Y'all tell me what y'all think. Other than that, this has been your man John Fortune, and it's been the Frustrated Fan Sports Show.